Good evening, friends, and welcome to another edition of Stories for Bedtime from Santa Cruz Public Libraries. And I am your friendly Felton librarian, Jackie, and I'm here to tell you a bedtime story today and have some fun before we get cozy and get to bed. All right, let's sing a song. Let's sing our welcome song. It's called Clap Everybody and Say Hello. So we're going to clap, clap, clap. Good job. Clap everybody and say hello. Clap everybody and say hello. Clap everybody and say hello, no matter what the weather. What else should we do? Should we stomp? Stomp your feet. Show me your feet. Can I see your feet? Good. I've got slippers on my feet because I'm almost ready for bed. These are my kitty cat slippers. Meow. All right, let's stomp those slipper feet, or those bare feet, or those sock feet. Stamp your feet. Stomp everybody and say hello. Stomp everybody and say hello. Stomp everybody and say hello, no matter what the weather. Okay, this is bedtime, so we're getting sleepy. Can you yawn? How about yawn everybody and say hello? Yawn everybody and say hello. Yawn everybody and say hello. Yawn everybody and say hello, no matter what the weather. Now, let's have a little stretch. Stretch up high. Okay, let's stretch everybody and say hello. Stretch everybody and say hello. Stretch everybody and say hello. Stretch everybody and say hello, no matter what the weather. Good job, everybody. Welcome, friends, into my house, and thank you for welcoming me into yours. Let's see. Let's talk about bedtime. What do we need for bedtime? Do we go to bedtime with our shoes on? Nope. Do we go to bedtime with our jackets on? Nope. What do we wear? Pajamas! That's right. So we wear pajamas, and let's see, and what else do we do before we go to bed besides put on our pajamas? Should we wash our face? Yeah, we should probably wash our faces before we go to bed. Should we go to bed with glasses on? Do you wear glasses? I do. We take off our glasses and we put them carefully away where we can find them in the morning. All right, now we're ready, but we need to brush our teeth first. So you get your toothbrush, you put your toothpaste on, and you brush your teeth. If you don't have a toothbrush right now to play with, you can pretend to brush your teeth. Why don't you try it? Good job. Now you have nice minty breath before bed. I like to comb or brush my hair before I go to bed. How about you? And I like to make sure I have my favorite pillow and blankie. It's cuddly. And I have my little furry animals here. I have my unicorn, Puffkin, and I have my friend Beak, who is a kiwi bird with a very long beak. And they're going to cuddle with me when I go to bed. What do you do before you go to bed? Think about it. Do you kiss your family goodnight? Do you say goodnight? And do you get a story read to you? Wonderful. Well, I'm going to read you another story tonight, but first, let us do a little song together. Now, this is about the day at the beach. So out at the ocean, it was a beautiful day, and the sun's gone down now. Look at my beautiful mermaid message board. Wonderful. And there was a slippery fish. Can you see this fish? And the slippery fish flashes through the water. Can you flash through the water like the slippery fish? Flash, flash, flash. Good. All right. And we also have, what's this guy? He's got lots of arms. He's got 8 of them. He is an octopus, and he goes squiggling through the water. Can you squiggle like an octopus? Good job. All right. We also have a tuna fish. and the tuna fish flashes through the water. Flash, 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 flash. And da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Who's this? It's a great white shark! Okay. And he goes through the water. And then, last of all, there is a great big, what is it? A whale! That's right, he's a great big whale, and he spouts through the water. Can you spout? Good. Okay, so we're gonna sing this song, and you're gonna help me along. So we have our slippery fish. Where's our slippery fish? All right. Can you see him? There he is. Slippery fish, sliding through the water. Slippery fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no! He was eaten by can you guess? What is this? An octopus! There he goes, squiggling away. What does the octopus do? The octopus, squiggling through the water. Octopus, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no, he was eaten by a tuna fish, flashing through the water. Tuna fish, gulp, gulp, gulp. And he was eaten by a, what is he? A great white shark, sneaking through the water. A great white shark, gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh no! He was eaten by a great big whale, spouting through the water. A great big whale, oh, gulp, 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 burp. Excuse me, excuse you, Mr. Whale. All right, and that was our day at the ocean. But we had to go home because it's nice and late and we have to get to bed. So I thought I'd read you another book about another body of water. It's called Over and Under the Pond. Would you like to read this book? I bet you do. If you want to read this book, sit down. And if you want to read this book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, have a listen and take a look. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. This is called Over and Under the Pond. And it's by Kate Messner. And the pictures are by Christopher Silas Neal. It's a very beautiful book, Over and Under the Pond. Let's see what happens in the water and under the water. Do you know the difference between over and under? So over is above and under is what happens underneath. So they are over the water, and so is the sky, and under the water is where the fishes and other creatures live. Let's read all about it. Over the pond we slide, splashing through lily pads, sweeping through reeds. Reeds are those really tall plants. And I see cattails too. They're not real cattails, but they kind of look like them. That's why they're called cattails. The water is a mirror reflecting the sky. Have you ever seen the sky when you look into some water? Yeah, it is like a mirror. Sunshine and clouds, then a shadow below. What's down there, I ask? Under the pond, Mom says. There's Mom. And there's the sun. And do you see a shadow under the water? What is it? Is it a fish? Can you see? It looks like a fish. Let's find out more. Under the pond, is a whole hidden world of minnows and crayfish, turtles and bullfrogs. We're paddling over them now. Oh, Mom knows all about what's under the pond. And she sees the turtles and the fish. There's some minnow fish. Let's see what else we can find. I see the shadow of a frog. Do you see? Right there. And up there is the boat. And Mother and Son are in the boat. Okay. Over the pond, we skim past tall rushes. Whirligig beetles loop and twirl, skaters on a warm summer surface, right there. Under the pond, minnows dart through waving forests of grass, while a brook trout lurks, ready to lunge. Do you see the minnows? Little fish. Those are the little fish. And where is the brook trout? He's big. There he is right there. You see him? Where's the mother and son? Where are they paddling? There they are. Over the pond, we lift and dip and pull past a row of painted turtles on a waterlogged tree. Can you count them? Count them with me. Let's see. Where are they? 1, 2, and this one's disappearing into the water. 3. You see? They slip off and away, splash, gurgle, splosh, under the pond. And I see water birds too. Look at that. What is that? What do you call that? Yes, that's right, it's a nest. That's a nest where birds live. Over the pond, cattails, and those are the cattails, where are they? There they are. Over the pond, cattails rustle and shush in the wind. Listen close. Cookery, cookery. Red-winged blackbirds race by. One has grass for her nest. Do you see the red-winged blackbird? That is one of my favorite birds. Under the pond, a caddisfly larva builds a home of her own, a secret shelter of pebbles and sand. Do you see her? There she is, right in the middle, right there. And she gathers up bits that she finds on the pond's bottom, and she makes it into her home. Isn't that neat? It's beautiful. Look at this. Over the pond, the shadows of trees lean out from the shore. We coast under a low-hanging branch. What animal is this? A moose? There's a moose there. A moose looks up with a mouthful of water lilies. We've interrupted his lunch. Do you see him munching away on the water lilies? There he goes. Munch, 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 munch. While under the pond, beavers dive deep. They pump with powerful tails and rise to the surface with delectable roots from the mud. Delectable means they're really yummy. And how many beavers are there? 1, and 2, and 3. And look at that big, powerful tail and the webbed feet that helps them swim. Over the pond, the wind gives us a push and stirs the light-dappled leaves on shore. There, on a branch, a new goldfinch teeters, finally ready to fly. Okay, I see the mother and son rowing. Do you see the goldfinch? It's a type of bird. Whoops. Oops, oops, oops. Let's see. Right there. Let me see if I can get it closer. There's the goldfinch, getting ready to fly right on the edge of the nest. Well, under the pond, tadpoles are changing, learning to hop. Can you hop? Hop, hop, hop. Oh, good hopping, yes. Hopped just like a frog. Tadpoles turns into frogs. They do turn into frogs. This one has a tiny little leg, and then this one has a bigger leg and a big tail still. And then this one hardly has any tail at all. It's almost a frog. Let's see what else happens over and under the pond. Over the pond, there at the shore, tall and silent and still, a great blue heron stares down into the deep. It tenses, takes one long-legged step, and what do you think it does? You see the heron? It's a big water bird. What's it gonna do? And it strikes! What's it doing? It's fishing. It catches a wiggling quicksilver minnow from where it was hiding under the pond. Over the pond we drift, heads tipped up to the sun. You see their little boat? Where's their little boat? Right there. Oh wow, they're really tiny. We must be way high up in the treetops looking down on them. A woodpecker clings to a teetering pine, digging for ants. Where's the woodpecker? You see him? There's one flying in the sky. Which one's digging for ants? Right up in the tree, right there. Goes tuck, 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 and digs for ants. Under the pond, an otter claws for freshwater mussels. Look at that. There are freshwater otters, river otters, and there are also sea otters. I wonder if you've seen any of them. And there they are. Over the pond, a sleepy dragonfly lands for a rest. His spindly legs tickle my knee. Do you see? It's really tiny. Do you see the dragonfly on the little boy's knee? I do. Under the pond, dragonfly larvae watch what swims by. They catch minnows in monster fast jaws. So that's what they look like before they become a dragonfly on land that can fly with wings. They change too, kind of like a frog does. Looks like the sun's going down, just like it will be soon for us. Over the pond, the shadows stretch. Ospreys circle on quiet wings. Those are the birds you see up in the sky. Raccoons and mink stalk the shoreline for supper. Raccoons. And one mink. There's the mink. And there's a little hole where somebody lives, probably the mink. Under the pool, with a flip of a tail, a crayfish disappears in the dark. Where's that crayfish? Do you see? Right there. That raccoon's trying to get him, but he's too quick. He's gonna swim away. Let's see what happens next. Oh, it's nighttime. And the stars are coming out. Do you see that? Over the pond we head for home. We glide, swish, bump, right up onto shore. As a far-off loon calls good night. Where's that loon? Woo! Calls good night. The sky turns from sunset to dusk to dark. Night settles over the pond. The prowling catfish and drowsy turtles, that means they're very sleepy. The scuttling crayfish and tadpoles turning frogs. Wading herons and stalking raccoons. And the hidden world under the pond. The end. There's a wonderful author's note, and there are a couple of pages explaining about all the wonderful creatures we got to visit with during this book. And if you like that book, you can check it out from the library. You can put it on hold. And there's also an ebook version that you can check out too. All right, good job, everybody. That was a great read. I'm glad that you were here to do that with me. Now, let's see. Since the stars came out in that book and it's getting late, I think it's time for us astronauts to go to the moon. Are you ready? Yes, I think you're ready. Great. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to sing our song about going to the moon, and then we will have a countdown and a blast off. Now, big kids, for the blast off, I would like to see you, after the countdown and blast off, jump as high as you can, okay? Good. All right, and parents, if you have a little one that you want to lift, you can also lift them up for the blast off. All right? Okay, astronauts, let's get in the rocket ship just like this. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 I hope we get there soon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Did you get to the moon? Not quite, almost. That's okay, we have another chance. We're gonna sing far, 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 we're going to the stars. This time we will count down from 10 and then we'll do our blast off, and I want you to jump as high as you can, or parents, families, if you have a little one, lift up that little one. But only families, only adults should be lifting, okay? Okay, good. All right, let's go. Into our rocket ship. Far, 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 we're going to the stars. Far, 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 we're going to the stars. If you'd like to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Far, 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 we're going to the stars in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Yay, astronauts, you made it! Come back down. Get off that ceiling. All right. Great job, guys. That's wonderful. Now, before we go and sing our goodbye song, I'll just tell you to tune in next week because Librarian Jeannie will be back for her Tell Me a Story time. Now, she's going to tell you a story instead of reading from a book, and she'll tell you a little bit about storytelling too, and it'll be a lot of fun. She does tall tales, she does myths, she does just so stories. It's really wonderful. So come back next week, and then I'll be back the week after that with a story for bedtime. All right, we also have other wonderful programs for you to visit. If you want to go to a live story time on Mondays, we have Julie's Toddler Story Time at 10 a.m., Cuéntame un cuento in Spanish at 5:30 p.m. with Oti or Alejandra. And then on Friday, we have live story times with Melanie, and that's at 10, and that is a preschool story time. So that's wonderful. So you have live story times, you have recorded story times, you have all sorts of wonderful programs, especially with our summer reading program. And oh, it's not too late to sign up for summer reading. Go to santacruzpl.org/SRP to sign up, and you get a free book, and you have the chance to win other prizes too. So hopefully you'll come to the online library and you will sign up and you'll have lots of fun and come to our other programs too, and I will see you soon. Now, let's say our goodbye song. Let's sing it. All right, it's called Now We Rise Up, and we're gonna have to rise up, all right? Now we rise up, up, up. Now we go down, down, down. Touch your toes all the way down. Did you touch your toes? Good. All right, now we rise up, up, up. And now we turn round and around. Now we all clap, clap, clap. Now get down real low, because you're going to jump as high as you can, okay? And now we all touch the sky. And now we all take a bow, because you did such a great job today. And now we all wave goodbye. Goodbye to this story time and goodbye to this day. Let's wind down, get cuddly with our families and caregivers and parents and maybe our pets or our cuddly animals like my puffkin or my beak, maybe your teddy, and I will see you next time. Take care. Good night, everybody.